Hi, my name is Tamara Wu. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Liberty Society, a fashion social enterprise that empowers refugee women, and I am RG Cohort 2020. The reason I started Liberty Society is because there's 14,000 refugees in Indonesia and 7,000 of them lives in Jabodetabek area, Jakarta and surrounding cities area. And they are living in limbo here in Indonesia because they're trying to get to Australia, Canada, and elsewhere, but they couldn't. So they stuck here without basic rights as a human being. They can't marry, they can go to school, they can get a job.
So when I came to Indonesia, I was in high school in my country, and it was so hard for me to come here, and I didn't know anyone, and I had no opportunity to go to a school because, as you know, refugee cannot go to a school. And after that, I decided to just learn at home and do homeschooling for myself from YouTube and internet. I know all the time they sing at home, they want to do something, but they cannot. There's no opportunity for them to work, to help the community, and all the time they just sitting at home, they depressing, they have nothing to do. They were so happy when they heard we want to open new learning center for them, and they will come there to learn and to do something for themselves and for community. I met Tamara 2 years ago, and we talked about how we can help the refugee ladies, how we can help them to do something for themselves and for community.
So how do we give purpose and dignity back to these people who the Bible says, take care of them because you too were once a foreigner in your land? And it's just a natural extension that education alone is not enough to change lives. Education has to be coupled with financial empowerment, and that's what we try to do. We train them to fulfill their God-given purpose as human beings that's made in His image, to create something beautiful. And I want them to be proud of what they wear and what they do and make for these customers of ours. And in that sense, it's just so rewarding that we're able to give them opportunity to rebuild their lives and their family's life through working with Liberty Society. So I think in today's hustle culture where every entrepreneur is expected to work 24/7, the faster you go, the harder you work, then the more your business will grow. That hustle culture has penetrated me as a Christian and not taking Sabbath seriously, but really just trying to prove my worth as a social entrepreneur, a Christian social entrepreneur, and projecting it through working really, really hard. And what that does is compromising taking care of my family or community, church community in the process, putting these families in the altar of work, which it does a lot of harm in my life. And through Resource Global, what I've learned is I can't achieve all of God's promises for me in one day. That's what Nancy Ortberg mentioned in one of the sessions in Resource Global. And for me, what that looks like is actually slowing down. One of my playbook that I came out from joining Resource Global is one, just being more mindful of stopping work at the end of the day. Secondly, what I would say is in the process of me slowing down, it teaches me to hear more about the voice of the beloved that tells me the business is not about getting me to Forbes 30 under 30. What started off as something very probably noble can end up just becoming a cloak of nobility for me to achieve my own purpose. RG has freed me in the sense, which is my social enterprise mission is to use fashion for freedom for these refugee women, but at the same time, it has been redemptive for me too, because I know that God is the ultimate CEO of the business. And it's a step of faith, but the RG community has really encouraged me to follow God's leading and pray about it with me and talk about it with me. And as a result, our center opened. We have 6 ladies who are doing training right now upstairs. And they're just so happy because we're able to give them a way of exiting their boredom and doing something meaningful with their hands.
So we have a class by the name Seeker class. This is for the people who want to know about Jesus.
I think even the word liberty started from this dream given by the Lord to me,
Yeah.
even the name. And the story of the logo is a hummingbird. Hummingbird is because we asked the ladies, what do you want to feel to name this group with? They say a bird. I asked them why. They say because we want to be free like a bird. We asked them, describe things that you hate. They drew a prison and a bird cage.
Yeah.
That's how they felt like. The truth shall set you free, and that truth is from knowing Jesus as the way, the truth, and the life. And they're hungry, so I am really grateful for Resource Global for teaching me what it looks like to live faithfully out the mission of the gospel every day, not just on Sunday, but on Monday to Saturday. My biggest hope for faith-driven entrepreneurs is what does it look like for them to be restorer of broken walls and repairs of broken streets. For me, we'd love to expand the center bigger to include more women to be trained and have access to income to rebuild their lives. And we'd love prayer for the Lord of Harvest to send out laborers and also for the Lord to protect us from financial windfalls. We need a lot of prayer as we try to faithfully live this out for the Lord.